This Cadillac-inspired hot rod is quite stunning. We know that you are obviously involved in the art and science days of Cadillac that brought us the Evoque, and obviously some of the other cars that now carry that wedge design. But you're retired. Why decide to design a hot rod?
Well, it's a good question. I've had a chance working with General Motors for 42 years designing cars, 26 in Europe, 16 in the U.S. to design just about every kind of car, but not a rod. And I wanted to do a contemporary sports rod. I think it's very difficult to do. It's a real challenge to do a contemporary version. But I wanted some influences from the 50s and 60s and sort of the dry lakes cars, the Bonneville cars. That's why it's designed as a 1+1. There's a hard panel that goes over the passenger area, and also the Indy Roadsters, a little bit of that feeling, street rods. Certainly, I wanted the agility of a sports car and the construction of a 60s sports car, the TIG-welded monocoque chassis. Those were always fascinating to me in that era of cars, and I wanted to be a Cadillac because all the work that I was involved with Cadillac. So
there's so many elements of modern Cadillacs and classic Cadillacs. The taillights are like fins, but yet they obviously are seen on the CTS. The headlights, the grille, the wedginess, even the rear fender line is Cadillac in many ways, and obviously that was intentional.
Yes, in the 50s and 60s, a premium motor and rods, and some of the rods in sports cars were Cadillac. But there was no exterior identification. So while we're sort of embracing this new Cadillac performance with a V-Series motor, I wanted to have some exterior Cadillac visual cues to identify the powertrain.
You've got them. The engine looks stunning. The interior, especially with the iPhone integrated in there for communications. And when you get to drive it, what do you hope it's going to do?
Well, hopefully it's going to be very fast. It's going to have enormous acceleration and agility. It'll have those qualities that I tried to capture in the vehicle, as we constructed the vehicle and as I thought about designing the vehicle. And of course, being able to drive the car for the first time is just going to be, fantastic.